Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Rizwana and my fellow friends. Welcome to our seminar 1. Today we would like to present you about material requirement planning. For table of content, first we have definition of MRP. Second, we have purpose and objective. Third, we have history development. Fourth, we have reason why MRP is popularly adopted by corporation. Fifth, we have step involved in order to implement MRP. Last but not least, we have example by industry that practices MRP. Before I proceed, have you guys heard about material requirement planning or MRP? Maybe some of you might heard and some of you might forget what is it. So today, I will explain you more about what is MRP. MRP is defined as inventory management system that is used in production process to compare the current inventory level to the production capacity and the demand to produce goods. To make it simple, it is a system that tries to maintain sufficient inventory level in order to make sure that the required materials are available when needed. Next, MRP can act as planning and decision-making tools because businesses use MRP first to efficiently manage inventory by manage the quantities and type of raw material they purchase. Second, they use to schedule production by planning when the product to be produced and how much the quantities of final product are required. And last, the businesses use to deliver product at optimal time and cost, which means they ensure the current and future customer demand at the lowest possible cost. It can be concluded that without MRP, it can cause major loss for the company due to poor production planning. For scope of MRP, there are 3 questions that usually relates to MRP. The first one is what items are required by knowing the types of material needed from the production. The second one is how many are required by calculating how much is the quantities. And last, when are they required by calculating when the product are needed. So now, let's we assume that company A produce a cheeseburger and they have an order about 20 units of cheeseburger every day. That means it is 600 cheeseburger for a month. So now, let's make a plan for company A. The material needed for a cheeseburger is bun, patty and cheese. In one cheeseburger, I need 1 bun. 1 packet of bun have 10 pieces of bun. In total, I need 60 packets to fulfill 30 days of demand. Next is cheese. In one cheeseburger, I need a slice of cheese. 1 packet cheese have 10 slices of cheese. In total, I need 60 packets to fulfill 30 days of demand. Last, in one cheeseburger, I need 1 patty. 1 packet patty have 10 pieces of patties. In total, I need 60 packets to fulfill 30 days of demand. So the question is, when should I restock the inventory to fulfill the demand? In this situation, I need to fulfill every half day for each packet. The answer to the question, what is needed, how much is needed, and when it is needed, provide clarity into what material are needed, how many, and when to fulfill the requirement demand. This example of simple scenario can relate into real life. In real life, company use MRP on a much larger scale to make sure the right material are at the right place and right time to meet customer demand. The main purpose of MRP is to make sure the inventory levels are remain at a minimum. Why? Because if the company carrying more raw material than needed to meet the demand for the product, the company might tie up cash that could be utilized in other areas of business. On the other hand, a deficiency of raw material could cause stock out, which can prevent the company to fulfill the customer order, and ultimately it can lead to lost sales and cancel contract. The following are some objectives of MRP system. First, to make sure the materials, component and product needed are available for planned production and customer delivery. which means it want to ensure the right quantities of materials are available at the right time to produce the right quantities of final product. Second, to maintain the inventory levels to a bare minimum, which means it want to sustain the lowest raw material in store. And last, to organize manufacturing activities, delivery schedule, and purchasing activities, which means it want to minimize or remove any kind of idle time for machine and workers.
Now, I will present on the history development of MRP. MRP evolution is divided into the First Crusade and Second Crusade. The First Crusade of MRP focused on initiating the American Production and Inventory Control Society (APICS), the public and manufacturing industries on the benefits of using MRP instead of traditional reorder point or economic order quantity methods. Meanwhile, the Second Crusade focuses to introduce to the public the MRP techniques and research into the education world through books and academic faculty. The Second Crusade also evolved along with the First Crusade. So, the chronology of the First Crusade started in the year 1966. In that year, MRP-1 was first founded by Joseph Orlicki, George Purcell, and Oliver White. MRP-1 focused only on factory production and materials need. They found that all of them have been working on MRP programs when they met in an American Production Inventory and Control Society conference in 1966. Then, they continued to meet and compare notes on MRP and other topics. In year 1971, the planning to launch the first MRP crusade started. On 29 June 1971, Oliver White wrote a letter to Henry Sander, who is the executive director of APICS, proposed the MRP Educational Crusade to be sponsored by APICS. Then, on 9 September 1971, all key disciples of the MRP, including Joseph Orlicki, George Purcell, and Oliver White, committed their energy and time to speak and write about the value of MRP using APICS as the primary delivery mechanism. The real MRP crusade started in October 1971 when Joseph Orlicki did a presentation entitled MRP, A Hope for a Future or a Present Reality, a case study in which he referred to MRP as the Cinderella of inventory planning and control at the 14th APICS conference. At the conference, the debate occurred questioning the benefits of a traditional reorder point approach for material planning versus the use of material requirement planning. Then, in the early of 1980s, America started to experience Rust Belt, which is a region of the northeastern and midwestern US experiencing industrial decline and failing in manufacturing performance. Hence, this led to an evolution of MRP-2 by Oliver White. MRP-2 is concerned with the integration of all aspects of manufacturing processes, including materials, finance, and human relations. Next, the second MRP crusade started in 1973, where the MRP technique started to include in the American academic-oriented textbook. Example of the textbook such as Operations Management, a System Model Building approach authored by Thomas Waldman, and Requirements Planning by Colin New. Both books were published in 1973. Then the second MRP crusade planning started when Joseph Orlicki wanted to educate academic faculty on the logical underpinnings of MRP. So he formed a small group of willing academics, which he labeled as his MRP Mafia, to MRP-focused seminars. In 1974 and 1975, 2 seminars were held for both years, which was sponsored by International Business Machine Corporation (IBM). Joseph Orlicki was the primary presenter during the seminars. Next, in late 1975 until early of 1980s, the MRP Mafia were involved in spreading the gospel of MRP among academics. For example, APICS, which is also one of the MRP driving forces, sponsored a collection of MRP-related cases written by university professors for the use in academic arena. We move on to the subtopics of reasons why MRP is popularly adopted by corporations. Firstly, MRP system can help companies to optimize their inventory management. This is because MRP systems are effective at maintaining minimum and maximum stock levels. If the inventories reach minimum level, thus the system automates the stock and inventory transactions to make order to the supplier. Hence, this can prevent from stockouts happening. In addition, since MRP system will acknowledge the maximum stock level, hence this can minimize the cost associated with inventory issues such as higher holding costs. The second is MRP system can facilitate the company's production planning. Production planning is a process to ensure there are sufficient raw materials to create the products on schedule. However, if there is a shortage of inventory as detected by the system, hence the production manager can reroute the production to a different product that have enough materials. Thus, the manufacturing efficiency can be improved significantly. Besides, MRP system can provide resource management to the manufacturing area. It is because the production manager has control on ready information regarding raw materials and expected yield that should be achieved. Hence, it will be easier to detect any additional resources needed to produce new products, such as if the company need to hire extra labor or whether the current operational assets are enough to produce the required products.
Hi, my name is Nurul Shafika Zakaria, and now I'm going to discuss regarding steps involved when implementing Material Requirement Planning or MRP. Basically, there are 4 steps. Let's take a look. The first one is estimating demand and the material required to meet the demand. First, manufacturer need to calculate net requirement. It is the actual amount of product need to produce to meet the order. It is derived from the total number of units needed minus the available stock. Then, manufacturer need to figure out bill of requirement. Together with net requirement, bill of requirement will tell the MRP of how much each raw material need to be purchased for each unit manufactured. The second step is checking the demands against inventory and allocating resources. This step involves checking demands against what you already have in the stock. The MRP then distribute the resources accordingly. Through this process, manufacturer will have full visibility into material on hand as well as items not yet physically in the warehouse that are either in transit or on order. The MRP move the inventory into proper location and prompt reorder recommendation. The next step is production scheduling. The process is simply to calculate the amount of time and labor required to complete manufacturing and deliver to the store. During this process, master production schedule is used, which this system determines of how much time and labor are required to complete each step of the manufacturing and when they need to happen so that the production can occur without delay. Apart from that, which machineries and workstation needed for each production process is also identified. The appropriate work order, purchase order, and transfer order are also generated during this step. And the last step is monitoring the process. This step is mainly to monitor for any issue arises during the production process until the end product are delivered to the store. The MRP system is able to alert manufacturer for any delay and make recommendation in order to meet the deadline.
Okay, now I will explaining on what kind of industry that adopting material requirement planning techniques in their production process. Okay, we go to the first industry, which is food and beverage industries. This industry actually focusing on fish can product. In Indonesia, fishery product is a very popular product in their country since Indonesia is one of maritime country that produce this kind of product in this world. So of course, their basic raw materials is related to fish. But in this case, this industry are focusing on the commodity of sardine to produce their fish can product. But what is actually their main issues or main problems in their industry? Actually, they are having difficulty in predicting their right amount of basic raw materials and also their inventories due to several factors, such as due to bad weather, or they are still using traditional fishing infrastructure. Not only that, they also having a frequent delay in their raw materials, in getting their raw materials from their suppliers. So we can see from this situation, actually, production planning is very crucial for this industry to ensure that their business, their company are running smoothly. So that's why they decided to adopt material requirement planning techniques by using economic ordering quantity methods to solve this issue. But actually, how these material requirement planning techniques will give gain or benefit in this industry? Okay, what is actually the main benefits or the advantages when the industry are adopting this kind of material requirement planning techniques in their production process? So firstly, they are able to minimize their inventory cost. By using MRP method, the company managed to produce inventory costs that are lower than the actual cost incurred by the company. This is due to the material requirement planning technique can reduce inventory level as storage costs are low, and also helps in lowering order frequency than usual. Not only that, the company also may able to improve their efficiencies in their production process. As a proof, we can see that the company are able to make up to 75% cost savings from one of their materials used when they are implementing the material requirement planning technique in their system. Not only that, they also able to reduce their operating costs, which means through this method, the company will minimize the cost of inventory, which can later reduce the company's operating costs. Last but not least, they also able to meet the customer's satisfaction. We know that by having a proper production planning, the company able to meet the customer demand by providing the right amount of raw materials in the right time and in the right amount. Then we move to the next industry, which is beauty and health industry. They are actually producing body massage cream and a variety of spa products. In Indonesia, this industry actually most developed industry among other industry. But in recent years, the demand from their customer not really impressed the industry and also the company. But what is the main issue? What is the main problem that facing by the industry? This is because the industry are facing many excess of their raw material in producing the body cream and also the spa product. Not only that, they also lack of planning and forecasting method, which will influence the efficiency of the management in inventory control and also their raw material. So as a result, they decided to adopting material requirement planning technique by complete the 4 main process in this MRP method, which is including a netting, loading, offsetting, and also explosion. So how the MRP method will benefit to them?
Next, I will continue with the benefits of implementing MRP for this industry. The first one is helps in making decision. The company always have a problem where they have an excessive supply of raw materials and do not know how much to produce, as the production depends on market demand. This problem later resulted in increased inventory costs. With the help of implementing MRP, the company managed to tackle the problem arise. Second one is no delay or shortage of raw materials. Offsetting process in the MRP system can make the company find out the right time to order raw materials by making an MRP table based on the lead time of each raw material. This will be an indicator to place an order for raw materials so that there is no delay in raw materials or shortage of raw materials. The third one is effectiveness and efficiency. This MRP method, specifically loading process, helps the company to determine the comparison of the effectiveness and efficiency for the raw materials. There are three methods. There are lot for lot, EOQ, and part period, whichever with a minimum total cost of each raw material will be the recommended method to be applied. Last one is smallest forecast error. With the use of trend projection in the MRP system, it shows that it can produce the smallest forecast error, which can help in produce lower costs. Okay, this is the last industry that we are going to look at, which is the garment industry. This company is focusing on Muslim fashion industry in Indonesia. The company produces various models of Muslim clothing for sales. The company are having problems, and the main problem is relating to improper scheduling of production activities. Based on the problem arise, the company decided to adopt MRP, in which bill of material will help them to solve their problems. Okay, this is the last part, which is benefits in garment industry. The first one is convenience for users to order raw materials. This system provides solutions and convenience for users to order raw materials. It provides output in the form of raw materials booking schedule using MRP method with the assumption that goods arrive on time. Second one, reduce errors in ordering raw materials. Using MRP, it can reduce errors in ordering raw materials up to 80%, which includes the number of orders and order time. Errors can occur if there is a change in market demand from what has been predicted or supplier time constraints in sending goods outside of previous planning. Third one, reduce risk of delays. The development of the system results in the planning of ordering raw materials in the form of a schedule for ordering raw materials according to the previously estimated, so that the risk of delays in the delivery of raw materials from suppliers can be handled properly. Last one is anticipated things that are not desirable. Based on the result of research conducted by the company, the suggestions of acquisition of raw materials must be 3 days to anticipate things that are not desirable. This can actually be done by this system. That's all from me. Thank you.